Namaste and welcome to this video on raising intelligent kids, and that is most important thing to do is to contribute to that effort, because the capability, the imagination, creativity of today's children will shape our future in the long run and very, very long run. As we see many problems today all around us, in nature, in society, in violence, exploitation, poverty, and the list goes on. There are many positive things as well. So we should look at both the positive, what we can learn from it, and the negative, how we can improve and change it. So in this series, we have produced hundreds and hundreds of videos with that goal in mind. And I hope those videos are reaching to many more people over time. And the topic for this video is joining versus watching. Joining what and watching what? That is the question. So I will just use 2 or 3 examples. One is, many children do and should take part in sports and games. It's good for their health, good for their mind, good for their physical capacity, good for teamwork, strategy, concentration, all that. So one way of connecting with sports and games is to be part of it, which means you're actually playing. So in playing, what you learn is how to enable or help your team to win, and how to focus on that and be totally aware of the area around you and the players around you, whether they are in your team or in the opponent's team, and make best decisions very quickly. So these are the things you learn. Another is, if you are watching a game, sitting away from the game and you are watching it. So what do you learn then? You learn about the whole field, all the players, what they are doing, and how different teams are behaving. And you can in your own mind calculate that this player is playing in this way, that player is playing this way, who is making the all right moves, who is making mistakes. So you have a bigger vision. This is equally important, is to watch the games. And this watching, the practice and experience of watching, can be helpful in many ways in your life. And I'll come to that. Second example I can think of is, suppose you are in a crowd, you are in a procession, you are in a fair, and lots of people are moving in different directions. Some are moving this way, some are moving the opposite direction, some are joining the crowd from this side, some are from that side, some are leaving the crowd also, and there is a little variation in number of people there, and is going up, sometimes going down as more people join and leave, and the direction and this flow going on, and you are in the middle of it. So what do you learn there in the middle of a crowd which is moving in various directions? is you will be more aware of your immediate surrounding, in which direction that particular subgroup is moving, about approximately how many people are in that surrounding near you, in which direction are they going, what do they look like, and how they are acting. Are they walking fast or running or making noise, or they are watching slowly at a steady pace. So all these things in your own surrounding you are aware. But suppose you are outside this crowd. You are far away on a rooftop and you are seeing all this um, activity going on. You can see a much wider perspective, maybe a quarter of a mile or so in all directions. And you can see which part of the area or the street is more crowded and why, or less crowded and why. And are all the people about the same age group, same appearance, in equal amount of hurry or relaxed slackness? And where are they joining and how long is this procession? And what are they trying to accomplish? Are they from the same group or different group of people? Are they wearing similar clothes, garments, or different? Do they look, are they mostly men or women or children or of what age group? So you have a much wider perspective and a sense of the wholeness. The third example I can take is about yourself. Okay, you or part of you at least is in your body. Your body works autonomously quite a bit, like immune system and heartbeat is autonomous more or less. Your reactions are autonomous many times. Sometimes you have to choose to react. Your body has more than a dozen physiological systems and they are doing their job automatically. They are producing blood, they are processing your food, then you have your sensory perceptions, your eyes, your ears, your nose, throat, skin, all that, and as well as the movement and noise that is happening inside you, which you don't hear. But if you cup your eyes with both hands, first of all you'll notice that whatever you say somehow seems louder, much louder, as if the sound is created inside your throat and mouth is reaching directly to the other side of the eardrums and it is vibrating faster and producing electrical signals to go to the brain and influence and recognize the sound. So just experiment with that. Cup your ears and just speak normally and you will see it is much, much louder. And then stop talking, be silent and cup your ears. What you will see is not silent. Inside your body is not silent. There look like the wind is moving, the water is sparkling and moving, and there is a kind of waves and lots of different sounds you will hear inside your body that you are not aware of. So you are knowing your body very closely, but from outside. From outside you're watching how your body is moving, what makes your hand move, what makes you speak, how you visualize things. So you can enter your body and remain outside watching. There are two ways. You can imagine that now you are entering your blood vessels, now you are nearing your heart, and if you have seen the pictures, you can actually see the same images being alive inside your body that is watching from inside. From outside you can watch your body, not really standing there, but your attention is of viewing from outside. You are watching, you are witnessing your body. At the same time, you're trying to understand why this is happening, why I'm saying what I'm saying, why I'm seeing something but actually not seeing it fully, and what kind of gestures am I making with my hands and why. So this is watching your body from outside. Similarly, you can watch your mind. One way is to be in your mind, although your mind doesn't have a fixed location or shape that you can enter, but let's say enter your thinking, thoughts. So you are inside of your mind, which is not really limited to brain, but much wider, subtler scope, and you are watching and becoming the thoughts. Like a thought of happiness comes and you are feeling the happiness, or opposite, or sadness, or you are feeling excited and your thoughts, you are merging with your thoughts, and the thoughts determine your experience. In other words, if you're imagining something, you're actually going there with your thought. You are imagining that I'm sitting near a lake and my feet are in water and it's feeling cool and there is wind and there are little, smaller waves, water is moving and there's some sounds are coming. So you are inside your mind experiencing what the mind is doing. Sometimes mind is even controlling you, that you don't like to be in that situation, but your thoughts are pushing you in that situation. The other way is to watch your mind without being affected by it. Now that is something very subtle but very important to experience. So watching your mind is like you are not affected by thought and you are not paying attention to your thought. Some thoughts come and go and you're just watching, you're recognizing it, but you are not involved in your thought. You are just watching, okay, this thought is coming, I wonder where it is coming from. Where is this very nice, pleasant ideas coming from? You are not rejoicing in those ideas. You are just watching that these are nice, pleasant ideas. Or some agony or agonizing or stressful activity taking place in your mind. Thoughts are crisscrossing, they are contradicting one another, there is confusion. You are not confused, but you are watching confusion in your mind. Of course, this kind of practice and experience takes a little longer to grasp and do, as I'm trying to explain. So this is the second phase. The third phase is also very interesting and very subtle, is that you feel your emotions. Well, like emotions, for example, are very personal. Sometimes you are disgusted and you are angry, or you are very happy or very sad, or you're very kind, very loving, or you want to get away from this, you don't have a good feeling being here, or you want to sit with people whose ideas and whose appearance, whose behavior you admire and you want to be with them and you have a good feeling. So this good feeling, bad feeling, the movements in your feeling and how your feelings affect your heartbeat and blood pressure and all this you are aware of inside the body. The other is being outside your body, your mind, your whole physical being, you are outside. And you are watching the feelings, and that if you are inside engaged in your feeling, you would feel differently, but you are indifferent. You are not interested in the experience of feeling. you are interested in watching the feeling. So that is a third way. And I have explained you how to, in the people, in the crowd, that's the fourth way. And there are fifth, sixth, and seventh. So developing this witness quality from early age is a very subtle but very powerful experience of great value throughout your life. So maybe the family and teachers can help children not to be too much affected by what is going on, but be simply aware and watch what is going on and what we can learn from it and what we can reject it. This is also the beginning of a spiritual practice about which I will talk about in another video later on. So thank you for watching and paying attention to what I was trying to explain. And I hope you'll benefit from it yourself and convey it to others. We'll meet again soon.